Welcome to episode 34 of Breaking Bank. And I think we're going to call this the easiest path to financial stability. So, a lot of people want things easy. I understand that. I do too. That's why I do my work. Um, but I have to remain truthful so that my work isn't undone by a bunch of lies and problems that can blow back on me. So I remain truthful, honest, and legal at all times, so that there are no problems with the work. Uh, let's see, is this sitting better? A little bit. Okay, not bad. Uh, Lighting issue. Anyway, so the easiest path, right? Um, I know that no one else has the information that I have financially, and I have proven that it works and that it has great value if you need any of these things. So, this is the easiest path to financial stability that I'm aware of, and I have searched a lot. So, I guess that's not working. Oh well, my bad. So let's go over it. All right. First, I recommend you get the common law I'm sorry, the common law irrevocable ecclesiastical trust off Liberty 8. You don't operate the person. That is a corporate fiction. That is a subcorporation of the In God We Trust and satanic in nature. Yes, we need money in this arena. So you don't want to have to pay taxes on money. You want to operate an entity that doesn't incur taxes. That's a common law irrevocable ecclesiastical trust. How do I know this is true? Well, I'm operating one and I prove that I am. So, that proves it. Also, I prove that one is being operated. The In God We Trust / DBA USA Inc. that you can go look up on Dun & Bradstreet search right now. Go Dun & Bradstreet search, Google search, click, put in God We Trust, click. What state? Pennsylvania, formed, We the People, 1776 in Pennsylvania. In Philadelphia, so that's cities in Pennsylvania, so that's where it is. So they operate a common law irrevocable ecclesiastical trust under the God We. We is, of course, a sign, a symbol, a name of the devil. Okay, that's what it is. We the people means the people under the authority of the devil. So you can go look up this trust operating as USA Inc., which is not really an Inc. It has given the name Inc., but it's not an incorporated entity like like those, excuse me, at the Secretary of State. Um, it's not like that. It's all subterfuge. The naming of it is really really intelligent. They're intelligent forces at work in the negative here in duality, and they're very clever. The In God We Trust can't use the name trust at the end of a name of any kind of advertising because people get confused that they think it's a trust. You can only use it if it is in fact a trust. That's why the slogan In God We Trust cannot just be a slogan because you couldn't use it in public. Because what? People would get confused. That looks like it's a trust. So, because it's illegal to do. Look it up on every Secretary of State. You look up the rules on it, right? Who can use the word trust? You can't use that word. Like, we hear bank, that, XYZ bank and trust. Bank and trust are restricted words in businesses under the In God We Trust for that reason. So let's go through this. Who would the In God We Trust pay taxes to? It's USA Inc. It gets the taxes. It has made up a taxing scam underneath its trust, right? Under the devil's trust, right? It makes taxes due to anyone that believes the nonsense, right? So don't believe it. Go see they trust in we. You can trust in Jesus Christ. You can operate without owing taxes. Let's go through the dynamics of the in God we trust. It's ecclesiastical, right? It's their common law. It's common law, irrevocable ecclesiastical trust, right? Their common law is do as thou wilt, right? Do anything you want. Doesn't matter about others, right? That's their law, devil's law, and they have to stay with that, right? They can't go over to Jesus' side, right? They can't come over there. They can't revoke it, and then their God will back them. It becomes ecclesiastical. The devil will help them. Help them what? Burn in hell. If they follow that law, they're going to burn in hell, and they're going to pay taxes on the way to burn in hell with their person, that corporation. Okay, so you can get a common law irrevocable ecclesiastical trust from Liberty Aid. It's the only place you can get it. There's no other place on earth you can get one. It doesn't exist. God only told me I'm the only place that has it available. Okay, so what is the common law? Do the golden rule given by Jesus Christ: do unto others as you would have done unto you. If you follow that law and don't revoke it, God will help you, and you will go to heaven. Are taxes due in the meantime? No, God doesn't want taxes. Why would God want taxes? God wants you to go to heaven. So he wants you to follow that law and go to heaven. So no, what would God want taxes for? Doesn't make any sense. He created everything. Jesus Christ made everything. So and came down to earth and saved everyone. Everyone's saved. So what are you concerned about? Right? Mir Baba said, don't worry, be happy. Jesus already saved you, so why are you unhappy? You have to be happy. You have to, go get enough money and so on. Don't pay taxes, whatever. I don't know you taxes. I'm with God. Okay, so that's truthful acting. Okay, that's acting truthfully. You were lied to, your parents were lied to, we're all lied to nonstop from birth until this moment. It never ends. The lying never ends. This is truthful, however, so this is the easiest path that is truthful, that is open to create financial stability and live a life of truth and to go to heaven and not hell after this lifetime. That is my work. It's the only work that exists that is truthful like that. There isn't any other. So get the trust first, right? Open a bank account, get a debit card. Put any money that you have or any money that you're getting into that. Boom. No more taxes due once it hits there. All right, whatever. You have a job right now. Okay, that job's going to end at some point. Whatever. You're operating under the person. You negotiated your time in trade under the person contract. Well, you're going to get out of that one day. God doesn't want you operating under the person. All right? You're helping people, whatever. One day it's going to end. And you're going to take instead a vow of poverty and give everything to God. When you got this trust, you should do it then. But if you have a job or whatever, it can take some changes, to move from the lies to truth. So you start with the trust. Then you can own anything that you own free and clear without any liens, loans, whatever. You put it in the trust name, and then that's the owner of the trust. All right, and if you have negotiated your time into doing something, and you take it under in a taxable way, you need to get out of that. Renegotiate it, get another job, whatever. At some point, you're gonna. God doesn't want you operating under, satanic authority once you sign that trust. So you're going to operate the trust. You're going to close your bank account for the person. You're going to put all your money into that. You're going to take all money into that. Why? No blowback. See, they have authority over the person and the assets under the person, so you don't take income there. You won't have assets there. You stop doing it. Get wise. Listen to, an accountant. You don't know, I'm telling you. This is how you get out of paying tax. A couple $100 for each package I have. I mean, a couple $100, a few $100, right? You're going to get a trust and not owe any taxes. And it's like, oh, that's a lot of money. How many thousands of dollars in taxes have you paid in your lifetime. But you don't want to get that trust. No, I don't know about all that with God and not paying taxes. No, I think it's safer over here with Satan. Okay, well, you stay over there. All right, I'm living a life of truth, and I only want the people in this trust, and so does God, that love God and have no fear of like being truthful and acting honestly. There's nothing to it. In fact, it's harder to lie. It's harder to keep up the lie. But if you want to keep the lie, go do it, please. But this isn't that path. This is a path of truth. It's not hard. It's pieces of paper. It's just different pieces of paper. A different way of treating yourself and others. Okay? Truth matters. Every debt is collected illegally by every bank. All the time. All of them. Always. Okay? So, if you're paying on them, if you're, working your life every day to pay those things, well, you should be contemplating God. You should be spending time with your family and your children and so on. I'm not saying work is going to end. No, work's going to continue, whatever. God has work for each of us to do for Him to help others. Like I do this work. Okay, this is the work He chose for me. All right, but my work is making your life easier. All right, so great. You got the trust open. You have that bank account open. You close the person. It's a wash. No, no change there. You have a debit card, whatever. Okay, great. Step one over. Way to go. All right. How is your person's credit doing? Now that you're not taking income to your person, okay, you're not taking any income there. You're not holding assets there. There's nothing your person can do as a business, because that's all a person is a business, right? All capital letter name, social, that's a business. We're each given a business at birth, you're running a business. So run your business to make the most money. Well, you want less money? Why? Your life will just be crappier. Get more money from them. Just take the money from the banks and them. They stole your time, your family's time, they lied to your whole life. NASA, right? There's a dome up there. Space is a hoax. It doesn't exist. And yet they've taken $1 trillion on a lie. And you don't think you're going to, you don't think it matters to you to be truthful and go get some money. They lied about space that doesn't exist and it took $1 trillion and you're worried about being honest and truthful in your life? Why? I don't understand. Why would that ever come up? You're being honest. They are the liars. Start living an honest life. Okay, so you got the trust open. Great. Now you're going to get that you might as well use this business they gave you, this satanic business, what? To get back what they owe you as much as possible anyway. So you can get the credit high on it, right? And use it. You can just take the credit and dump it every 7 years. They wipe it clean. So whatever. If you can get the credit up to like 200 grand on credit cards, which you can, if anyone listen to me, anyone, you do it so simply. You can put that in a trust. You could live off of that, for 7 years. Live a modest life. Help people. That's your 7 years right there. Okay. But I don't recommend that. I recommend you raise the credit, right? Raise that credit of the person. Get it up where I said. Okay, that gives you this access to credit lines, money, to do what with, right? Everyone has a role to play out there. You're going to operate your trust. You're going to take donations and do it. Okay, that's what you're going to do, which are not really donations, they're grants. Tax-free. Grants are tax-free. They're the grantor. They put it in. Boom. Thank you. All right, great. You're the trustee, so you're running that. For the benefit of whom? Well, you'll decide one day, your children probably, that's fine. That's the way that the Rockefeller did it. He did it for his children. That was the lineage. And then at the end of the lineage was, the people of the world. He was so sweet and great. Well, of course, didn't get that far. But anyway, he went to his children. That's what you can do it for. What's wrong with that? Nothing. So, okay, that's what that trust is for. Now, that trust could get credit too. You can learn that. I'm in the process of working that. I'll give you that information. You can have multi-businesses. Businesses go out of business. You could get, let's say you can get $200,000 on credit cards for a person optimized, if that business is optimized for, maximum credit, you can optimize another, like a trust, you can optimize it for maximum credit to be, a zero or two more than that of money available. That's a lot more money. 2 million, 20 million, like that. How long would that last you if you dump that into a trust? I would imagine quite a while. Don't you think? Like, this is the work. Anyone that has, there are a few out there that have signed a trust and are doing some of this work. And I'd like to see us start working together, get the person's credit good, and then move on to these other entities. And there's shortcuts to getting credit for corporate entities and so on that I know that I'm just not willing to share, because no one has the courage displayed to get to the level where they can use them, except for one or two or three right now, actually. And I'm looking forward to working with them. I really am, and it's beginning, and that's like the light at the end of my tunnel, besides God, which is the light right next to me. So this isn't that complicated to do. It's much harder to do whatever you were taught to do. They, operate the person and do all that stuff. That's harder. That's way harder. A job, there's no living wage out there for a job. If it's a really high salary, you gotta have this status for it and whatever, and that's a fancy house and the car, and you gotta have that look, like blah, 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 blah. No, you're going to work for God. You're going to do what work is right, what your skill set is, whatever. That's what you do with the trust. An example being Liberty Aid is a publishing website of Christian Ministries Trust. There is no Liberty Aid. It's just a website name. It's a website. Someone grants into that website. It's granted into Christian Ministries Trust. You understand? It's simple. It's just absolutely simple and practical and easy and doesn't take long and is tried and true and proven all this. So I'm racking my brain seriously why people don't do this work. I'm the only human being demonstrating this proof. I get it's really really unimaginable the quantity of emails and threats I get on a hourly basis sometimes, but definitely a daily basis. Just hourly sometimes it can be. I can get 30 emails during an hour, saying just the most horrible stuff from, of course, government employees. It just never ends. Everyone saying how my stuff doesn't work and all that stuff. I get emails about it, Facebook. Why, if my stuff doesn't work and it's bullshit, why am I blocked out of Facebook all the time? Why are my YouTube views at like 1,000 or under or just over? Why is my stuff just not even viewable out there? Why am I the only human being in history demonstrated, proven to have a memorialized account right on Facebook? I never heard of it. No one I ever seen. Eventually, I finally saw a memorialized account for a real person who died, okay? Yeah, but no one alive. No. It's because what I do is truthful and honest, why they want to block it. They are liars. They control you and your family by lying to you. And ultimately, if you know the truth like I have presented it, and you still accept these lies, well, then you're living a life of lies, okay? And you're going to go to hell. That's just the way that I demonstrated. We're under a dome. God had put us here, and we're supposed to be working for God. People don't like, me to put all that in there. It's about the money. It's their money I'm taking from them because they stole it from me and from you and everyone. They're thieves. Okay, they don't make a loan. They never have. They just trade the note and then say you owe a loan. They're liars. They're absolutely lying about everything. Everything you were taught in school, everything on TV is a lie. Every loan is collected illegally. But on my videos, I prove to you The information that's useful, that's truthful, can help your family, will not get you any blowback. Oh yeah, they don't like it when you go do some work. I didn't say like just tank your credit on your person and go fight them. I've never, ever, never, ever, never said that. People infer that, wreck their person's credit, and then come to me for help. I'm like, I never said that. Not ever, not once. I said, build the credit, use it to start the next thing. That's what I said. That's what I continue to say. It's not that complicated. You can get an hour of my time for very inexpensively. How does this stuff apply to my life? Well, ask me. Within an hour, you will know. We will map out a plan, and that's it. You move forward. You miss the, lower pricing for these packages. We think they're going to go down. No, they're going to go up. This is the most valuable financial information on earth that is truthful and won't send you to hell to burn. Okay? You don't want it? You don't want it, that's fine. But don't say you weren't told truthfully, of this option. You were. It's honest. I am honest. I provide proof. Many other people that have done my work corroborate this, too. Go find them on Facebook. Go look them up. It's all over my wall. It's on the In God We Trust, that group. Okay, I suggest you subscribe to the email list on libertyaid.org. I put out an email every day that helps you through this information. Subscribe to me on YouTube here. You get the information there as well. And I got court tomorrow, July 5th. Today is July 4th, 2017. I get court tomorrow, 9:45 a.m., Sarasota County. That debt collector didn't listen to my letters, by the way. And so I threw down on them in small claims, and they're off the credit report. They've been calling me or whatever. Oh, well, I don't want to return your phone calls. You didn't return my letters, so I'll see you in court. You piss away some money. You can teach me a lesson. Whatever. Yeah, we'll see about that. God don't like you lying. That's a lesson. Stop lying. How about you stop lying? No, you're not gonna? So, okay, well, I'm gonna make you stop lying. How about that? How about God wants me to go in and make you stop lying, and that's what's gonna happen. You don't get off my credit report, I'm coming for you. You know how much Ackerman LLP spent on that Tundra? They spent between $50,000 in lawyer fees and $100,000 easy. Okay, I saw like 7 or 8 names, okay, and I know a partner was watching over them, and probably the head partner, That's click, money. That's $500 an hour type money, okay, money, big time money, okay? That's just for the, billing for the nobodies, okay? You get a partner involved, that's like $5,000 an hour, yo. Oh, I'm so smart. You didn't win. You didn't win shit. All you won, Ackerman LLP, is you expose yourself as you'll do anything for money. You'll break any law. You'll pay off anyone. That's not even the payment to the judge. I go in against Ackerman LLP, and they refused. Ackerman, they're the largest law firm in Florida. The coward from Ackerman LLP stands next to me and says, "Oh, I don't have to identify myself." I'm like, "Your Honor, he won't even identify. He don't even give a name." Judge is like, "No, he doesn't have to." You're cowards. You even break the law. Like, you won't even give me your person's name. Lawyers are so smart. You're a bunch of liars. Big ego lawyers. You don't have your property in trust. Go and put a lien on it. What's up? Huh? Oh, there's a lien on it. I heard this story. Let me tell you this story I heard from one of these banking clients. I heard this story, and the story went like this. This individual, he was being foreclosed on, right? What was it? It was a loan of some kind. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, he asked for evidence. He didn't get the evidence. It never came. The evidence never came of the debt, but they didn't remove it off the credit report. They wrecked his life. He couldn't get any credit anywhere, couldn't get any money, couldn't get his work going, none of that. So they ruined his life with no proof. Ruined it. So he didn't have any life anymore. He lost his family, his children, home, everything. So the story went like this. So it got to notice of lien time, right? So he puts a notice of lien on the lawyer's house that came, into court to do this action against him. So he put a notice of lien on it. That's how the story went. Yeah, I listened very intently at this story. So he puts a notice of lien on it, and he drives to the house, right? Makes sure he's got the right property, knocks on the door, hey, is this you? Oh, yeah, I recognize you from court. Great, this is the right place. Oh, but while he was there, he just looked over, well, let's see what they got in the backyard or wherever it looks in the back fence. It turns out by his recollection, right, that he would be happy to swear in court to, it turns out this lawyer was sexually abusing their daughter in the backyard just that time he happened to be there to just check on, if this is the right location to put the notice of lien on. And oh my God, they're abusing the daughter in the backyard. So after the notice of lien gets put on, the foreclosure proceeding starts, he has to call Child Protective Services to have that child taken out of the home, because he can't leave that child there. That would be the wrong thing to do. And they're losing their home anyway. They're going to be homeless, this lawyer. So that's the way that went. No more children for that lawyer. No more home for that lawyer. No more work for that lawyer. It was an interesting story. True story. Could happen to any lawyer at any time, anywhere. Partner of the largest law firm in Florida. Anyone. Any of them. No problem. Okay, so the easiest path is a truthful path. I'm here with the tools to help you out with the useful, truthful path to financial stability. Having money in the trust, having a place to live, property, real estate, good credit to lease a car. Here's a little financial tip at the end of this video. It's a scam buying a car. Get a lease instead. You have to have really good credit to do it. Okay? But it's half the price, the payment. They're like, well, you don't own the car at the end. Nah, I didn't own the car anyway. The bank did. But instead of financing the entire value of the car as they determine it, you would finance, say, the first 3 years of the value of the ownership of the car, or the second 3 years of the value of the ownership of the car. It's a lot less money. And so there's a lot less interest to pay on and principal. It's cheaper, and you hand them the keys at the end of it, and the car works the whole time. You don't got a, broken down piece of junk that you have to own like an anchor if you went through like the ownership thing. It's a scam. It's marketing. Okay? You're an idiot if you buy a car. You should lease it, always. Unless you're buying a, clunker or whatever for next to nothing. That's a fine option too. Put it in your trust. Great. But don't go buying no new car or used car or whatever. Lease it. Financial tip. Truth. Save money. Take more of their assets and use them for less money. And use it during the better time of the asset when the thing works all the time. It's not going to break down and give you a bunch of, repairs and so on. Pretty simple. Okay? I do useful truth. Okay? You want to engage my available materials into your life, get an hour of my time. I recommend, seriously, first, either get the trust first and an hour of my time, or get an hour of my time and get the trust. That is the correct way to do it. Then I'll tell you, you got questions. You got to know this, that, and the other thing. You'll be on the right track. You'll have a plan to get there. It'll be like a successful plan. Anyone that does that and follows through has been very successful. All right. I don't like to put out my time in these tools and so on and have people not use them, but boy, when I tell you, someone that puts these tools to use and does them has a lot of money available at their hands. in not that long a period of time with a great credit score and is really doing what God has asked them to do. You know, what their passion is. What are you passionate about? What do you love to do? Wouldn't you rather be doing that? Isn't that what your life is supposed to be? These are the tools to do that. These particular ones and no others. The rest are frauds, fakes, phonies. Okay? They don't have proof. Give up the lies. Follow a truthful path. I will help you do it. I'm an accountant. Right? I will help you. I've done these things. I've proven these things. Don't waste your time on other stuff that don't work. That doesn't work. Please, please. I've been through all of them. Like, allow my experience to work in your favor. I post the proof of the work, all right? Yeah, I made a new debt collection package. Why? Because it's extremely useful. The goal is to take their assets, more of them, in an easiest way. That's it. They stole from you. They stole your time. They stole your family's time. They stole, what could be truthful information in your mind. They've lied to you. They stole that. They're thieves and liars. They need to be treated as such. You live an honest life. Live a truthful life. This is the path to get there with financial stability. I'm here to help you. Breaking Bank 34. All right. May God bless your success.